Patron, take them away.
Okay guys, I've come back to camera because you've seen earlier on there was a video where I did the best Forex pair and strength and news of the day, where I made a prediction of a product that I was going to take, and I then did a video where I followed that up. So you saw publicly what I was announcing, then I've done the trade, but now the guys in the squad, or one guy, little Jukey boy, shouldn't say a little Jukey, he's bigger than me, asked for the Aussie CAD. Now, it's kind of an interesting market, and I've just literally gone into it. If I just pull this down somewhat, you'll be able to see the Discord, because I dropped things into it. If you're interested in this Discord, there is links in the description below. There's the chart read. I've done it for them, and it kind of comes from here, or somewhere in here somewhere. Where we at? Rogue chat. There we go. Dropped it in there because we always have a little chat about what's going on, you know, and it's what we do, and we rattle on all the time. In here they just take the mickey out of each other, but happy days. It's a good community, and because I've put my head on the block and said I'm going to do it, or what I expected to do, I always feel I should back it up. And that's what I'm doing. So that was my last point of entry to get a half decent pip count out of it. And I need 5, 6, 10 pips for it to be valid. Ideally 10, just to be safe. But it's triggered in on that last point. As you can see, it's here. I think it is the only ticket I've got left running. I've got nothing left. And then that's what you saw me do this morning when I called out this. I also showed the guys I was going to do that, and I showed them I was going to do that as well. Unfortunately, that one got stopped out, and I'll need to revisit that. But we're going to let this run down and see what happens. Now, I've got a bit of work to do as we're talking. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this play out, then I'll tell you what I was doing, okay? Because it's kind of caught me while I'm working, all right? So let me play it out, and I'll come back to you at the end. Okay, Jukey boy, there you go. You picked the market, I analysed it, I traded it, you owe me. Why? Because Winky says so. It's her fault, right? Because I know you're a big one and you might be able to knock me out, right? But she's like a little ninja. She goes to the gym and everything, trust me. She's a bit feisty. But, well, you are. In a nice way. But what have we done? Well, I said I wanted it for about 10, 12 pips, something like that, ideally. The basic offering was about 5 or 6 pips, which was this. But look where it stalled. Bang on the level that I showed you. Came down, stalled, bang, bang. So it now needs pressure to get through that, right? But it's a key stalling point. Now, we've nothing running, tickets are over, and there we go. All right, I've done 180 quid a day. I can live with that. It's not a bad day's wage, you know. And if I did that 3 days a week, well, that's the thick end of 30 grand a year. It's a good wage, guys. So if you're one of these la-las who think you're going to be on £100,000 because you're seeing some moron going, "Oh, look at me, I've got a wonderful prop account and it's worth a fortune," or "Oh, look at me, I've got a wonderful Lamborghini," get a grip, will you? This is real world, you know. You can be a professional, a good professional, and you'll only earn 150 to 180 quid a day. All right. So that's in where I live, by the way, guys, because 30 grand is actually a good wage in the northeast of England. So what are we looking at? Well, we're just going to go back out slightly to the hour. And you could see what was going on at these slam points. There was a drive up that it failed, and it failed catastrophically. And you can see it. It had 3 attempts to go higher than this, and it collapsed. It just couldn't hold on. What was underneath it? Well, the reason it couldn't hold on is because there was a key support resistance level here from a high time frame and a high time frame fib coinciding, telling you the pressure was there and it needs a lot of it to get through. Well, it's tried it before and it couldn't. So when it slammed through, it came down to this area. Again, it stalled, but look at the candles. They are full of volume to the downside. Every time it pushed up, it failed, and it failed at key logical points. Failed at this point, which happened to be a cluster, dropped underneath this level. Well, if you've got pressure, it's dropping under a level, it's naturally going to go to the next one. Well, that's here. And again, it stalled out at the same place, and then down and down. It was a logical trade. It was an easy trade. And that's all it is. It's just common sense, guys. You apply common sense and only take what the market's willing to give, and you'll be fine. So if that helps, do drop comments below. If you want to come along to our Discord, you'll find the links in the YouTube Community Centre. Community Centre. It's not a community centre, is it? Sounds like a bloody weigh station for waifs, doesn't it? In the community section of YouTube.
I think you're tired.
But if you're a freeloader, go to the community centre. You might get a food bank and hope you choke on it. Anyway, you find all my contact details down below. You'll find on this channel, if you haven't been here before, I've got no time for freeloaders. I can't stand them. They do my head in. And I also have a good rant. And I take the mickey out of her. I constantly try to get her to take her clothes off. Because obviously you've got to get the ratings up. You're going to get your tits out.
Get on with the trading.
No?
No?
All right. I'll tell you why I said that. Because I put a little short up of us arsing about earlier on where I was being a bit rude and naughty. And there was, oh, I'm so offended. Well, bollocks to you. Be offended. Yeah, that amazes me, actually. Why do people get offended by like what I say to you or what you say to me? What's it got to do with them?
Well, I'd say the person that should be offended is me.
Are you offended by what I say to you? Straight over the top of your head? All right. Well, that's because you're only little, so everything goes over the top of your head. I think we'll call it a day. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.